It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
O Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.
Good morning. Jelly bean fell off the table. Good morning. La 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 la.
There's the Vitsy.
Hi. You were there and then you fell down.
You were there, and then you went black, and then you started swirling, and then you came back.
Oh, wow.
And you were muted, and then you weren't.
So how you doing?
I'm feeling a little better than I did yesterday.
I have a headache. A really bad headache. I took some Tylenol.
Have you had coffee?
I'm working on it. I don't think it's coffee headache, no. It's back here. Coffee headaches are usually farther in the front.
I don't know what was wrong with me yesterday. I feel like I had a cyst or something going on.
What's wrong with any of us? We're all messed up.
I'm a mess, but that's okay. Hubby still loves me.
I don't think that man could not love you. I don't.
He tickled me so
you
good.
You read all of these books about fated mates and soulmates and everything, and it's like you can see it with the two of you.
Aw, thank you. We both waited for each other. We really did.
And then, like, I won't even pay attention. All of a sudden, peekaboo.
He's all puffy and
said, "What's
proud
so funny?"
now.
I was like, "Hubby."
So is Goat on the road for his birthday?
No. Goat's been home since Thursday.
I was wondering.
Yeah. He had to put up with me yesterday with my belly aching.
Aw. You poor things.
I know. But I helped him make dice yesterday, so I mean, at least I was productive.
You made ice?
Dice.
Oh, dice. I thought you said you made
pretty shiny rocks. Pretty shiny rocks.
Pretty shiny
rocks.
It's
like cereal.
Sorry.
You do that. You put it. You put the cereal and the milk on the counter.
I mean, I've made milk and cookie dice. I haven't made the cereal ones yet.
We could find you Fruit Loops.
I've made cereal before.
I'm actually trying to make a set that's like the Crunch Berry cereal. Or like the Trix, where it's like the different colored balls floating through the Petri of milk.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to find my balls and all the ones I find at the craft store, because I want to use the little koosh balls,
Mm.
but I can't find the little tiny ones like what
I
I'm
was just
looking
gonna
for.
say, have you
All the ones
tried
I
the
find are too
Chinese
big.
Trading Company?
I have not,
Look them up online.
because I mean,
They've got lots of stuff.
I think I have some little multicolored pearls that I might could use, but I feel like they're gonna sink, and I'd rather use the little fluffy balls.
Truth. Well,
Chris,
Maybe I
how
should
do
off
I
my
find an
butt.
ocean-themed key?
An ocean-themed what?
Key. Key.
Key.
Unlock the
For
chest.
You talking about the pretty mermaid chests?
Yes.
I don't know. I haven't unlocked those yet either.
Oh, you're talking about a game. I was so confused. I
Yeah,
was
if you get on the Apple Kick, you can play too.
Yeah. It's on Apple Arcade. It's Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and it's multiplayer involved, and it's free with Apple Arcade, and it's just like Animal Crossing, only I think it's better than Animal Crossing.
But you're the
I'm
animal, not
biased.
the human.
Yeah, you get to pick between being a bird, a cat, or a dog so far, and you can change what your character looks like, what animal your character is at any point. You can change anything about
I
your
heard
character
about
that
this
you want to all
before.
the time.
I read a thing on this, I think.
It just came out recently within the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I think on my Google News. That's cute.
And so far, I've not had any issues with it at all.
But it's only
Nope.
Apple, right?
Yes, ma'am. It's only in the Apple Arcade.
So if somebody drops an iPad in your lap, just out of the blue, dun, 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 dun.
Just remember, though, Chris, she's got to have the Apple Arcade, and it's $4.99 a month for Apple Arcade, unless you get it with your cell phone provider. It's included in our cell phone plan through Verizon. So
Verizon
how we
includes a
have
lot
it.
of stuff. I like it.
They're trying to backpedal out of the stuff that they cover, though.
They haven't tried that with me.
Because, see, mine and Goat's plan is got the Apple Arcade for life.
Mhm.
Chris's, they'll only pay for it free for 6 months. And then
I got
she's got to
Disney
pick
free
it up.
for a year.
We've got it free for life until
I signed
we
up
change
for the
plans.
1-year plan, and they still have not charged me for it.
For sure. We still got it. It didn't go anywhere, and I don't think, and my rates haven't gone up. So
Yeah, no, I checked it when I was going into this, and yeah, I still have it for free, and I only had signed up for the 1-year thing.
I don't mind. I'm not. All my Marvel stuff is on there.
I found a chest.
I think I'm gonna make pastry cream.
What are you gonna put it in?
I'm gonna make
pastries.
Donuts.
See, pastries.
Donuts.
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 You can do cheater donuts.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Biscuits.
Not quite.
I just saw
but those
a guy
are easy.
do a really cheater chicken and dumplings.
I'm not.
He started off
I'm
with
very loyal.
frozen onions and chicken broth. Let them do their little thing.
Mushel.
Yep. Added a little more chicken broth, a can of cream of chicken soup. He took a rotisserie chicken and deboned that. He's a truck driver, so he's trying to comfort food. Half the chicken went to another meal, and then biscuits.
Yeah, I've done
Chopped
that
them up and
before.
put them on top of it. I'm like,
poor man stew. That's what I call that.
Whoa, Cassie loves chicken and dumplings, and I really don't.
I do
wanna
too.
Put
that's
that
delicious.
much effort into a weekday meal, but I saw that, and I'm like, I can do that.
I love homemade noodles.
Sure.
I just love homemade noodles.
Well,
Why
whenever
is
we
it
get
so
big
hard to
packs
throw
of
your
chicken
trash
from the
away?
giveaways and stuff, I take it down to my mom. and she'll make chicken and dumplings, and Cassie just loves it.
What'd you say, Jellybean?
I was talking to the goat.
Oh.
He made a mess and he didn't clean it up.
Uh-oh. He's in trouble.
So I was asking him why he didn't put his trash away.
Where is everybody?
I don't know.
It's Saturday.
Usually they're here for coffee house, though. I made it so it's 11 o'clock. It started.
It used to be 10. Oh, when I started here, it was 10. It was
I wake
12.
up on Saturdays and I'm like, it would be so nice if it started at
We
9.
were discussing that earlier.
We still look at the clock and go,
when it
oh
was
shit,
10
it's
to
10
12.
o'clock.
Yep.
We used to have so
I'm
much fun
bouncing
for
in and
2
out.
hours on here.
It would wear me out, though. It really did. I don't mind when there's a break in between, like for tarot tomorrow. That doesn't bother me. But that whole 2 to 3 hours all in one stick, I am too old for that shit.
You gotta have blood flow in the legs and get up and move around and stuff.
I have to move around. Well, first of all, my body doesn't like me just sitting or just standing. I have to do both. And I'm supposed to do both like every 15 to 20 minutes. So an hour is pushing it for me.
Whoa. Wrong thing, Huzzy.
Oh! We'll put out into the universe. Vixie needs one of those raisable desks so that she can periodically just go, whoop. And then when
I would love a standing desk. Those are just too cool. They're freaking expensive, but they're too cool. Hubby would like one too. We've been looking at those since they first came out, like, oh, that is too cool.
Well, they're saying that so many of people's health problems are coming from being in the same position for too many hours of the day.
For too many hours. And we've seen it before with wait staff, with people who work behind counters and stuff like that. That one of the reasons Aldi's has the seats for their cashiers is because Germany said, this isn't cool. We got to take care of our people. There's so many back problems, hip problems. Oh my God, the hip problems.
And here in the U.S., if they give you a seat at any other store, your coworkers are looking, must be nice to sit down. And it's like, dude, I would rather not have the medical issue. Mm-hmm. Or they could give us all a stool. It would
like
slide
all these. Give everybody
and
a
then
seat.
When you want to have a moment down, you have a moment down. When you want to,
it just makes sense.
Not that hard. We're going to be bouncing in and out of my room while I do up yesterday's dishes. Well, I had all the dishes done, and then we did dinner.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
I know. Like, you got to feed these things and shit.
Yeah, they get cranky when you don't.
And then I've got the tiny human. I'm trying to, because I'm very particular on how you wash the dishes. Like, they've got to be, I'm working on it. And the tiny human, I keep telling her to put the dry dishes away. It's a great, easy chore for her age, and it doesn't take very long. And she's like, why do I got to put the dishes away? I said, because you use them too. Mm-hmm. I said, if you don't start helping out, I'm going to buy you your own little set. And if that set is dirty, you're going to have to wash it before you get to eat.
Hey, I did that to my roommates. We had this really cool house in Altamont Springs. It was a 4-bedroom house and bathrooms on each side. I put the guys on one side and the girls on the other. There was a pool and it was ridiculously good price. Anyways, I made everybody get feasting gear. I'm like, you get a plate, a bowl, whatever. It's your stack of stuff. We all got wine goblets, glass, and a mug. And silverware, and that's yours. And if you use mine, I'll break your face. That was the best roommate idea I ever had.
I'll break your face.
I'll break your face. Don't touch mine.
Don't touch my shit. Use yours.
I went to places like Ross and TJ Maxx where they have like the discontinued cool shit, Yeah. And a friend of mine got me this god awful, ugly goblet. It looked like something out of a fantasy novel. And it was heavy.
What's wrong with that?
And they're like, here, this is your goblet. I did use it. I was like, okay. But I swear that was the most brilliant idea I ever had when I had roommates. Because I do not like doing dishes and I do not like doing other people. It pisses me off to do other people's dishes when you're
Facts.
roommates. I get pissy about it. But I try to divide chores up evenly. Like I sit down with everybody and say, okay, here's the chore list. Who wants what? And I usually take whatever's left. So I can go, when somebody complains, I'm like, you picked it. If you don't want to do it, trade with somebody. I've always been a mom. Just usually my kids were older. Not mine. Too many philosophy majors, though. Oh my God, philosophy majors. Oof.
Where'd it go?
My head still hurts. My God. If I'm getting a migraine, I'm going to be pissed. I haven't had one in a long time.
Mr. Sir, could you come use your vertical self to...
Jellybean wants to borrow your height.
Yeah.
That's what I tell Greg. Can I borrow your height, please? I can't reach my chin.
And it fell behind the flour container when I went to put it up the last time I used it. I know. Hopefully there's a quarter of a cup in there. Probably not, but we're going to make it work.
For what? Sugar?
Calls for cornstarch.
Oh.
Oh, that's enough.
Oh, and you probably don't have tapioca or potato starch on you. Those are stuff I usually have for gluten-free cooking.
I mean, I've got some gluten-free flour.
Don't use that.
But I don't think...
Usually you need to put more starch
gonna work
in that
here.
one.
Yeah, it's calling for a quarter cup of cornstarch. That looks close enough.
That's good.
Now I gotta whisk.
When I buy cornstarch, I used to buy it in the big Sam's Club stuff. Because you know what else is good? Cornstarch is good for? Use it instead of powder, like baby powder. Because the fragrant shit does not do well with me. So if I want to powder down a little bit, cornstarch. Because that's basically what... And talc is terrible for you.
Yeah.
Which is mostly what baby powder is. Cornstarch, it's edible. I swear, if it's edible, you can use it on your skin, okay? It's one of those things. Is it edible? Like, can I eat it and not die? I'm not saying it tastes good.
I was never a big fan of baby powder. If my children got a problem where they kind of needed it, I'd just let them fall asleep on my chest and leave the diaper open, dry out, kind of, you know.
Well, I like putting baby powder on my mattress before I put my sheets in. Because
stuff like that. I hated cleaning it out of the diaper. You got the girls with all of their stuff,
bits
and then you got
pieces.
the boys with their extra
stuff. Well, I didn't do a lot of powder with my kids, but I did do a lot of salve.
I did like the cornstarch based powders. If they really had something going on, like, you know, I had to take them to daycare and stuff, because, you know, the daycare lady didn't have time to like let them lay on the chest and do the open air out, and, you know. And then I used a lot of my mom's old school remedies, for lack of a better word.
Did you ever put milk of magnesia on them?
I never did milk of magnesia. We
used to slather on that.
Bag balm was a big one.
Bag balm?
Yes.
Smells. I hate the smell of bag balm.
It does, but if it got to that
reminds me of my grandmother.
It was better than slathering them full of Desitin and stuff.
Yeah.
But not in a good way.
Yeah. It's a sharp scent.
My grandma used to have it in a tin in her closet. And every time I would open that closet, I still swear when I open that closet to this day, it still smells like that mess.
It seeps
Ugh.
into the.
I have used bag balm on everything. The dog, we were broke.
Good
And she had
morning,
gotten
Princess
into something,
Jessie.
and she ended up with a sore on the side of her, And I'm like, I can't, as much as I want to, I can't afford to take her to the vet. So I did some Googling and some calling of dog people that I knew, and they're like, try bag balm. I'm like, okay. So I had,
That's basically, it's more of a barrier than anything.
Well, but it kept her from messing with it. It cleared it right up. But I'd go and grab a sandwich baggie, and then I'd,
I have gloves in my house. I'm a glove person. I've worked in too many
when I
food
don't
industries.
need gloves, and then when I need gloves, you can never find them.
I buy them whenever we start running out because we use them in food prep. Sometimes I use them when I'm cleaning, depending on how gross stuff is. I'm a firm believer to have a couple boxes on hand. Good morning, Myrtle. You did an excellent job on your tunnel in the mine, by the way. I looked at it. I snook a peek.
I know she did a good job, and I don't even play that game.
You're just biased, Bean. But that's okay. We love you.
I know.
Because I love my Myrtle and all things ham.
Truth.
Ham's gonna be one soon.
He probably doesn't smell like a baby anymore.
Hmm.
You start to lose it.
Yeah, unfortunately, they lose that new babe smell.
That's probably good because women are. The smell of a baby will make your internal clock tick.
I'm fine with the smell of a baby. I can cuddle them and hand them back. It's when those itty bitty ones start that I'm hungry wail, it still sends an electric pulse, and I'm like, gotta go.
Good morning, Chrissy.
No, you guys.
You're super tired from the river yesterday, but was it fun? Did you have a good time? I hope you had a great time. I love hearing when you get out of the house. It makes me happy.
I like to get out of the house when it doesn't involve people.
Oh, look. What? People. Oh, no.
COVID ruined me for socializing. I lost all of those skills that I built up being customer service, where I could just put that happy face on and I could deal with all your bullshit, and then I'd go home. No, COVID destroyed it all. COVID
told us we didn't have to, and we liked it. Yes. That's what happened.
It's like the best and worst birthday present ever in 2020.
You're the only person awake right now. My youngest, I was up until 3:30 this morning because my youngest would not go to sleep.
Uh-oh.
Well, I went to sleep at a decent time, and then I woke up at 2 a.m., and then Goat kept me up until about 4 a.m.
Was it a good reason for him to keep you up, or?
I'm sorry. It was up till 6 o'clock this morning, and then we went back to sleep, and then we got woke up by the phone ringing at like 10.
I can tell you who did that one. Well,
I know who did that. That's my wake up call, like every day. I've got to start hitting that damn do not disturb button before I go to sleep.
You can set timers.
Yeah.
Where your phone automatically goes into it, like 8 o'clock till 4 o'clock. I get no notifications unless you are on my emergency list. Which
am I on the emergency
I'm
list?
terrible. Yeah. I turn my ringer off and say,
"Yay! I'm on the emergency list. I feel special and important."
Yes, Jelly Bean, Bill, and my mother are the only ones. And then if it is an emergency and people are rapid calling, it will kick it out too.
Yeah, if you're like blowing up her phone, it's gonna kick it through eventually.
I'm just glad when I drop my phone, it doesn't activate my emergency call list. Someone on your family plan has
This
taken
Martha
a fall.
Stewart recipe, he's just got me giggling. Because this is the complete opposite way the video showed me yesterday.
Hey, Martha
I haven't
Stewart
made
taught
pastry
me how to
cream in a
fold
hot
fitted
minute.
sheets.
Like, no joke, I've not made pastry cream
It's a hot
in
dough,
a long
right?
time. Pastry cream?
Yeah.
It's just the cream. You take hot milk,
So then,
and
yes, it is hot.
temper
Use the
your eggs and sugar and cornstarch. It's not a dough, it's just a cream.
Okay, none of us always get the right words out at the right time. I knew what she meant.
I was
It's
just
hot.
clarifying. It's not always that I correct for her. I correct for everybody watching. We don't know.
I'm sorry if I kept you up, Jelly Bean, or if I woke you up. I don't think you did, Jesse. I don't think it was you.
No, Jesse. No, babe, it was not you. This person's got long ears.
A bong.
And is not on this table right now and needs to be because they woke my ass up this morning, so they should be here.
Agreed.
Maybe he's sad that we didn't answer the
I think he said he was going to work.
Did
He
he?
had to work today?
He
I
was
could
trying
be
to pick
wrong.
up more houses.
I was going
know
to
that.
say, with other stuff that we have discussed off of, Flipside, he has been
I
talking
was going to
about
say
pulling a
private
few extra
conversations that I
jobs.
can't divulge. Scott, everybody, if you need to talk to me, I'm not kidding.
Overtime. He's taken some voluntary overtime.
Yep.
It's supposed to be my Saturday to work. They are
Oh.
working this Saturday, but the boss walked around. He's like, we haven't done overtime in a while, so I'm asking other people if they want the money. So I'm giving you the option of whether you come in or not. I said, it's the last open house weekend of the year. I would like it off. We have had one every weekend for the last month.
What's an open house?
Is where you celebrate the graduating member of your family.
Oh.
They have a big
Why do you
party,
do
lots
it
of
this
food.
time of year?
Because if you think about it, graduating classes can be anywhere from 60 to 400.
Do not disturb
And a lot of
button.
those kids all want to go to each other. So if you plan them all on the same weekend in May or June when graduation happens, not everybody's going to be able to hit all of the open houses. So they spread them out all summer long.
Oh.
We had 4 in our family this year.
I didn't get one. I was the first person in my family to graduate, though.
Nathan, Natalie, then Anthony's was last weekend and Brett's is this weekend.
Pour hot milk into it, because if you don't constantly
so we had 4
it
graduates this year,
and it will be scrambled eggs. That.
Yeah, you got to prove it.
When my siblings and I all graduated, because we've got divorced parents, we had 2. And after going through all of that stuff, all of us decided with our kids, we're doing 1. You either suck it up and join together, or sucks to be you. You can let your grudges be grudges and stay home.
Watch your hand. I don't want to burn you.
Oh, I found a chest. How have I never found this chest before?
It happens.
Ask Jelly Bean.
Sometimes they pop up that weren't there the day before.
Surprise! They have pukas in this game.
She hooked me up with getting me into the areas that my current abilities do not allow me in, so I can fast travel.
Aww.
Yeah, she loves me.
Bags under my eyes are serious. I need some rock, but I don't have the money for it.
I thought hemorrhoid cream was supposed to help with that too.
No,
it does.
Pour that.
Mine
in
aren't.
here
It does when they're puffy. Mine aren't puffy. Mine are sunken. But when they're puffy, yeah, I have actually the ointment, because if you put the ointment on, you can put stuff on top of it and it doesn't like.
I think mine's an ointment. I've just been slowly, I'm over 35, collecting things. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when they're puffy, it's great, but this is like sunken in. This is my German heritage, and we call this barber eyes.
Scrape the bowl.
I hate
I
it.
don't think I have that one in the German coming out yet.
You get the little skin tags.
I get those, but I get them like around my neck. I don't get them much on my face.
I don't.
I found out my toes are Scottish.
One of my first ones was on my eyelid. I still have one here. I'm probably gonna pull that off too. But I cut it off with a pair of nail clippers. I'm like, honey, I need your help. Why? I'm bleeding. So he comes in and there's blood all over.
Can you call my mom and find out what she wants?
He's
It never
like,
fails.
I'm glad you didn't ask me to help with that, because I wouldn't have done that. I'm like, no.
Billy used to get really bad ones before him and I got together. He said he would just put an ice cube on them and then utility knife. I'm like, oh, I am so glad you didn't have that problem after we got together. But
as I had babies, I had more.
And I'm making pastry cream.
I don't have the connection to the German side of my family, so I don't know what I've got that could be connected to them or not. Because of TikTok, I'm finding out weird things that are from my ancestry. Like, nobody could explain my feet. Everyone else in my family has these long, beautiful toes, and I've got, my husband calls them Fred Flintstone feet. They're short and stubby. I can pick things up with them.
I call mine hobbit feet.
He better be nice to my wife, or I'm gonna hurt him.
I like my feet. It works out really good because it's hard to pick things up, and
I'm monkey toes too.
But my niece is the only one so far that has my feet. Everybody else in the family has, their own.
My kids have my feet.
So, but yeah, I found out, especially when that baby toe curls up and under because it's so short. Yeah, it's the Scottish side of my family.
Bring to a boil.
It has a very relaxing melody on it. Hey, you want to go on a zip line, Jelly Bean? Let's go on a zip line. No, we're not zip lining right now. I forgot. I got more stuff I got to run around here for.
Not right now. Busy. So what's the plan for today, Mama Chris?
I have to get through the rest of my dishes because I was a good girl and kept up on them all week. I just have yesterday's dishes. And then I'm going to do some laundry, get myself through the shower, and I got a 4 o'clock open house, so I probably will not be available for Wheel of Fortune and
Fall Guys.
But I should be back to break out all of my nasty cards and tease Monster. I need to go online and find some more goofy ones just to put in my little
You can get a set that's all pictures. Madness has
Yeah,
it.
I wish that there was a way to customize a bundle. They just slowly upload different pictures that they have made. And yeah, because I'm just going to put it on my head and my little card's going to sit in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the way the camera looks on my laptop. So yeah, doing the whole green screen thing of it behind me. But that is coming. I'm going to get myself a webcam, stick it into the laptop, shut down the internal one, and
yeah, the internal ones are good. Actually, the one on my laptop is pretty good. I was pretty impressed. But my laptop is also Duo, so if I fold it back, it becomes a tablet.
I've got to get somebody smarter with me. I don't know if I've got internal settings that I can adjust for the camera or not, but I had pulled it up and I just didn't like the look of it.
What brand is your computer?
I have a Gateway and I have an HP.
HP? There might
I can-
be. There might actually be for an HP.
But if that doesn't work, I figure I can go on to Amazon and get one of the ones
Is
that just sit
Gateway
on
one of
top.
those companies that builds a computer for you, basically?
I don't know. I bought these because the kids were doing their online schooling, so I wasn't putting a whole lot into specs above what they needed for school. I wasn't looking into, video cards and stuff like that. They just needed them for school.
Right. Because for some reason, Gateway, I want to say they put proprietary stuff on it, like Apple does.
I figure if I just got a USB one, it could sit right on top of it like it does with my desktop.
That's what I have. I have an Elgato. It's my favorite. I've gone through a couple.
When is Elgato going to make a deal with you? Because you have mentioned them very many times.
I love Elgato, and yes, they should sponsor me because I use both their camera and their card. And
we need some Circle. We need some Elgato.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin', yes, Dunkin' would be a very good one.
And then they could just ship me my brewed coffee.
I mean, we have an entire
because
makeup
nobody has
show.
it
It would be
anymore.
really nice if some of the makeup companies would ship us samples.
Yeah, I only got a wig company. Actually, I have like 4 wig companies. I only get like 1 a year from each of them, but that's how I have so many. I have bought them in the past, wigs, but now that I have these companies, now that I have so many, I really don't need to buy any.
Right.
Unless it's a specific look I'm going for.
I keep getting asked if my hair is a wig, and I'm like, no.
Oh shit, I gotta put 2 tablespoons of butter into this.
Oh, like a piece on your bun?
No, actually, if I am wearing a full wig, I mean, it's not so much. I mean, if I've got the headband on, yeah, I still get it. But
oh, okay, the headband, because headband wigs are big right now, and I don't.
Well, no, the first time I got it, I was on live, and somebody just popped in and asked me where I got my wig, and it was back when I had like the highlights and everything going on, and my hair was damn near down to my ass, and I damaged it with all of the bleach and everything, trying to.
I hope so, Myrtle. I'm working on it. I'm trying to find a box that isn't too big for them, but will fit them. Does that make sense?
Y'all can still hear
Yes,
me, right?
because when you're shipping stuff, we all know how shipping across the country works.
Mm-hmm. And I don't want if you don't fill up your boxes, like I don't have stuff to pack it with. If you don't fill them up, stuff gets damaged.
Her mother must be calling again.
Oh, okay. Christmas kind of like giving us an example, like when I do my Halloween makeup, I usually set up a chart for my Halloween makeup. October is just.
Hear me now?
You're really quiet.
I do not know why.
Jellybean, talk again.
I have no idea why it's quiet.
There you go.
Yay.
Because your picture wasn't even doing the blinky thing that it does when you talk.
Yeah, I was looking for it.
Like this, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I think when my mom called, it messed up something.
Oh, yeah. Mel's has always done that. It always.
Yeah, she called me like twice, and I'm trying to do pastry cream.
My mother does not know what my schedule is. I don't know how. Because we
don't even know what our schedule is half the time. So I can't necessarily blame her.
Well, there are do not call times.
Yeah.
But she tends to hit them. I slacked big time last year. I've got those masks from Lock, Shock, and Barrel. I didn't do those. But I got them for a really good deal, so I'm not upset that I bought them. I got all 3 of them as a deal. But yeah, usually I have every day of the week planned out for Halloween. Oh, Chrissy, I understand. I think it would. I save voicemails, certain voicemails, on purpose in case I lose somebody. I know that sounds a little grim, but something I do.
Hey, considering we all know them damn voicemails may be grim, but it comes in handy.
It helps sometimes.
Yep. Which that's
This
why
year
I'm
you hope to be
forever
Hermione?
thankful.
Oh, cool.
Forever thankful for TikTok.
Right. I saved the voicemail my mom sent me as she was headed up to the hospital, going and finding out she was having a stroke, not because, it's the last time I heard my mother's voice, but to show her, you're badass and you have kicked its ass. Look how far you've come.
Daddy, you want to try the pastry cream?
Yeah.
Or are you busy working without me?
I lost my brother's voicemails, which really upsets me sometimes. So I understand.
Careful, it's hot.
I changed carriers. I had to. AT&T was pissing me off to no end.
Is it good?
Verizon has been good
vanilla?
to me since, I have to admit. Verizon is good to us.
I like Verizon. But I like, you know how Michigan is with
now I got to cover it.
If you find something that works, keep it. And then I need something that not only works, in the middle of the thumb, but across the country for his job.
Right.
I need to find an Elvis costume.
Elvis?
Cassie wants to be Elvis, and Elliot wants to be a toilet person.
You should dress her up as Stitch dressed as Elvis. Like paint her face like
specific.
Stitch.
She's going to. I barely do my own makeup. How am I going to paint her? My greatest achievement
is
turning a child into a dog.
Blue with a black oval nose. I will send you pictures of what to do.
She wants to be Elvis. I don't know if she would be okay with being Stitch Elvis, but she wants to be Elvis, and Elliot wants to be a toilet.
Super toilet.
Toilet. Paper mache.
I know.
I mean, I guess if you put his name backwards, it kind of looks like Toilet.
Toilet.
I am just hoping that the wonderful
Toille.
Toilet.
Unless there's 2 T's.
Twala.
Twala la 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 la.
He could be a urinal.
He couldn't give him one of those little.
Oh my God.
Pink hockey pucks. For color.
I don't know how well it's going to show up, but the face on the sweatshirt is kind of what he wants to be. He wants his head sticking out of the bowl and then the toilet around him because of the YouTube videos that he watches.
Yeah, so my son just found those the other day.
He wants to be a putty mouth.
He wants to be Toilet Man. I said, you can be. I found a toilet costume, but I can't stick his head out of it. Too bad toilets are made out of porcelain and.
Yeah.
Get
I
you
think stuff
go
like
go
that,
to
they're
Dollar
like, you know
Tree.
what? Too bad.
Go to Dollar Tree
You can be toilet
and get
paper.
you a big white plastic bowl and cut a hole big enough for his noggin.
And then
to
dress
go
them all
through.
in black.
Mm-hmm.
And cut the lid to said plastic bowl to make it look like a toilet seat. I'm still working on this. For the tank, you would need like a box
Send all
of
the
some
ideas.
sort
We are very happy with.
and paint it white.
Paint it white, yeah.
Like, I love it when they want like different characters that I can buy onesie pajamas for. Like, he wanted to be a creeper one year. So I ordered him creeper pajamas, and I'm like, here. Because Michigan, you can end up in a snowsuit trying to cook.
Oh, I remember. I was a singer
I
one
need a
year and I had this
plastic
really
wrap.
cool dress, and it was too freaking cold. I had to put snow pants on under my dress.
So it's easier to get them all warm underneath a zip up. Like Cassie's unicorn, she wanted to be
Thank
a
you.
unicorn one year. And
Addie,
it
can you
is
come
a
here?
couple of inches too small for me, so she's going to be in it forever.
I was going to say, and then the wonderful thing about that is they can wear them for as long as they wear them. It's not a one-shot deal.
Where you spend like $75 to be Smithy's inflatable poop costume.
Mm-hmm. My mom and I do a lot of friends' children and grandchildren who are doing like musicals or dance recitals and stuff like that and need costumes. People always come to my mom and I going, I don't know what to do about this. And one year it was a dance recital and they were supposed to dress up as citizens of Oz, the Emerald City. So I had a blast putting that costume together. And she looked the best out of all of them. She really did. Just get a toilet seat and attach it to a thick headband. Yeah, you can get one of those lightweight plastic ones.
You can make one.
Well, if you get one of those lightweight plastic ones, you can have it for an emergency one in case one breaks.
We may have figured it out.
Put that on the door.
Okay,
Put this
so
in the drawer.
add to list. Where's my add to list button?
Put that up.
Add to a list. No, we're not adding it to wedding registry. Dung dung.
All three of my kids have lists that I send my mom and her husband just before Christmas.
I don't want to add it to a wedding registry.
We're not getting married.
Well, especially
we're
not
going
in a
to
toilet
the chapel
man.
and we're gonna
get married.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna
Pastry
get
cream
married.
done.
Going
Just gotta let it sit in the fridge for 4 hours.
For 4 hours.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I knew what you meant, Chrissy. I know you do. I know you do talk to
my back
text,
hurts.
so.
Oh, my children have very, very short attention spans, which makes, Halloween costumes, making yourself very difficult. Because now I showed him, because I found a onesie that had like the toilet man guy with the hood. And then he saw the speaker man. And he's like, ooh, I want to do that. So we're adding it to a list to see if it's still what he wants come October.
That's what I always
fear.
I fear last minute changes for shit like that. Like we did a Pac-Man. He wanted to be Pac-Man one year. We did this big. Basically took a
This
those
is what I
ball,
was
Pilates
thinking of.
ball and paper mache over it. And a lot of work, painting went into it and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, if he doesn't use this, it's actually in my closet on the shelf in case he wants to use it again.
Well, like one year she wanted to be a pumpkin. So we luckily found her a cute little pumpkin costume. And then we wake up the day of the school parade and she's like, I'd be Kitty Pumpkin. Or I want to be a kitty. And I'm like, but you've got this pumpkin costume. You wanted to be a pumpkin. She's like, I'd be Kitty Pumpkin. Okay, so face.
Done.
I got all the other parents, you know,
Because I
looking at
want
me. I'm
like
like,
a teal.
It's what you
So it's
wanted.
like blue and green.
It's Halloween. You can be anything you want. That's a rule.
ooh. Which version of Elvis is she going to want to be?
That's what I was wondering. I didn't
Stitch.
want to scare you.
Because Stitch is the
Oh
cutest
no,
Elvis
I
ever.
remember. Oh God, Stepmom, I think it is, with Julia Roberts and Susan Sarandon. So I already know there's like a bunch of variations of Elvis because her daughter wanted to be Elvis in the movie too, and she's like, "Which one do you want to be? Do you want to be 70s druggy Elvis? Do you want to be Golda May Elvis?" And she wants to be Elvis because her pa's favorite singer is Elvis.
Mm. I don't worry about my older ones. I just put them in PJs, and I don't even care what PJs.
My nephew was Santa one year.
Wait, what?
He was Santa for Halloween. I love it.
Beard,
That's cute.
bell.
I love it.
That's adorable.
One of the bus drivers from our school district absolutely loves Christmas, so she kept trying to be like, well, give me a hug, I love Christmas, take a picture with me. And we're like, he's okay with the picture, don't touch him, he doesn't want to be touched, he's not from this school district, he doesn't know you like all the other kids in the school do, just don't touch him.
Some people are too tactile. It's like, dude, we don't know each other well enough for you to be hooting.
Well, for our school district, every kid loves Mrs. Larson. She's fun, she's bubbly, she's used to the kids of our area knowing who she is and, you know, giving them all hugs. She was a bus driver back when I was in school, but she's just so used to the kids loving her that she doesn't realize that some kids don't know her.
Speaking of Elvis.
Elvis has entered the building.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Vixie.
Oh, I'm so done being a girl.
One of these days, I am going to turn the camera off and just sit here wearing absolutely nothing and scare the ever-living shit out of them.
We have the back door to our house. It gives into our mudroom, and then our mudroom leads straight into our bedroom, and my stepfather walks through sometimes. And I said to him once, I said, you know, one of these times you're going to be walking through and hubby and I are going to be having sex. And I'm not going to stop. He knocks now.
My best friend has a sign on their door. Warning, could be naked. I've always sent a text message over. I have a key to their house, and I still send them a text message. Put the pants on.
I don't care if he walks
anytime
through the
my
front
door
door
starts opening, anytime I'm anywhere, anytime I'm in any room in my house, and the door opens without somebody knocking, because most of the time doors are open, but just on the off chance that it's shut, that should be a key indicator. Hey, I might need to knock. There's a reason that this door is shut when it is normally open.
Right.
I am trying to teach them that.
Anytime that the door opens, the first words out of my mouth, don't come in, I'm naked.
I don't know what my mother did, but we never went in her room. Like
I'm
we
trying
stood
to
at
teach
the door.
Kyrie
We
that
didn't even
one.
go in. You know?
Sounds
Unless
better
she
coming from Kyrie.
unless she had said, "Come in, we're going to read a book" or something like that. She literally, but other than
Probably
that, we
some
would
very,
stand at the
very,
door.
very young memory that you have blocked out.
Probably. Like, I
Chris,
don't
don't
think
go
my
there.
mother ever actually hit me with a wooden spoon, but I had a healthy fear of that damn thing. She'd shake the utensil drawer and we'd sit down. Shut up.
We've got to put these in the list to the Elvis glasses.
The Elvis wig.
I'm seeing if the costume that I looked at
Has a wig. I was just gonna say the Elvis wig is paramount. That's because you
I
could put her
don't
in a
wanna
dress shirt
put
and
it in
slacks
German
and
wig. God
the
dang
wig,
it.
and she'd be
I don't
fine.
want it in German books. That is Caleb's wish list. My big old fingers are messing stuff up.
Mm.
Be
Sometimes
nice
I
to
have
my
no idea.
friend.
Sometimes when I'm typing, things get weird. Like I shift to the right or I shift to the left sometimes. And I'm like, oh, look, I'm writing in code.
Costume, wig, glasses, and microphone accessory are sold separately.
Yep. As a cosplayer and professional catfish,
I figured it was sold separately. I just wanted to double check.
yeah.
She doesn't need a microphone because she'll end up losing it.
I would if it wasn't attached to my headset.
Chrissy says I usually lock my door when I don't want the kid to come in. He's walked in on something he shouldn't, and I know he's probably scarred for life.
I try locking my door, and then my husband gets upset because, it is technically our room. He's like, why can't I get into my bedroom?
Because your gremlins keep bothering me.
I was traumatized, and I never opened the door.
Okay,
You just
the
heard
Elvis
stuff?
wig.
Our bedrooms share a wall.
Mm.
You wake up in the middle of the night because, I don't know, you got to pee.
I never heard
things
anything.
you hear in the night.
Yeah, I had, because after I moved out, obviously, my dad having 6 kids at the time, 7 and 8 came later, but I moved out, so obviously I lost a bedroom
There's your bubble.
because the kids who lived there needed it. So I was sleeping on the couch after my father remarried, and I was 17 or 16. And I heard some things that you really don't want to hear. And, I had made mention of it, politely asking them to tone it down a little bit. And all I got told was, we're married now.
We'll use the stick.
Doesn't mean that I have to hear it.
They're I've actually announced before when we used to have tons of people over. I'm like, I'm going to my bedroom to have sex. If you hear anything you don't want to hear, leave. But that's just my personality.
We can occasionally be noisy.
Hey. You do her, boo-boo.
You do you, boo-boo. I'm a very blunt person. Like once we had a whole bunch of people in the house, and hubby went to the bedroom. I said, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "It's just I'm over too many people. I need a few minutes." And I said, I come out and I said, "Everyone, it's time to leave. I don't care if you go home or not, but it's time for everyone to leave." And they did.
You ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
closing
he comes out and he goes,
time.
"Where's everybody?"
I'm about to say, yeah. I come out and it's like, everyone's gone.
I said, "I cleared your house for you." And nobody was upset either. Nobody, not one of them was upset about it.
At my best friend's house, whenever they would have like parties and stuff after we were grown, when they were ready for people to start rolling out, her dad would put on closing time. And it was like magically everybody got the hint.
It's kind of like when you turn off the lights on kids sometimes.
They just started filtering out. Because he would put it on repeat until everybody left.
So you got the hint, or you just stood there like an idiot?
You got the hint, the polite hint, or you got the boot. One or the other.
My friend Cam used to have that issue when we'd be like over because a lot of us would come and hang out over at his house, and he's like, guys, there are times when I'm gonna say, get the fuck out. And it's like, don't be offended by it. It's just that I'm over people, and it's like we're like, okay. And every once in a while, he would like, okay, guys, get the fuck out. And we'd like, okay. And we'd all get up and leave. You know?
No hard feelings. That's friendship, is what that is.
I feel that. I feel that so much. There are so many times where I feel like I just want to scream, just get the fuck out, go the fuck away, leave me alone. I'm overstimulated.
The worst offender is my mother. I'll tell her to leave, and she'll stay for like 3 more hours, and I will lose my shit.
Yeah, or when you're on the phone with them and you're trying to get off the phone, and then they start the conversation all over again.
Oh, when that happens, I said, we already discussed this. We're done. I love you, and I will talk to you later. Okay, goodbye. Click.
I saw this video. This old lady's talking on the phone. This old lady's talking on the phone, and she walks over to the door while she's listening to this girl talking, reaches out the screen door, and rings the doorbell. Says, "Oh, I need to see who that is." Okay, I'll talk to you later.
That's funny.
I have made up that, like when I've been on the phone and trying to get off the phone, like, oh, so-and-so's calling me. I gotta go.
I'm not that
Nobody's
polite.
calling me.
Well, the funny thing is, a lot of times, people get the hint when they say, "Okay, I gotta let you go now," and people understand that it's like, I'm not asking to let you go. I'm asking you to let me go.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't care if they get upset at that point. If they get upset at that point, they're using me, and that's not cool. That's just not cool. Anyway, everybody, we have
we gotta let you go now. But we'll see you later on at 5 o'clock.
We're gonna get the fuck out now.
Wheel of Fortune.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It's by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.